Okay, guys, I got the PowerForce bag somewhat finished. Still not fully finished. Still some odds and ends I need to do to it. But for now, it's at least usable. And I know it's still kind of showing up purple on camera. But trust me, in person, it is most definitely burgundy. It is still a much lighter shade. Or not much lighter, but much duller, much more dull shade of burgundy than my Bissell Clean View Power Track or Power Glide Platinum, but you know, still. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that considering the last time I saw a 3537 PowerForce bag in person was when Walmart had the display when they first came out, and when they first came out, I was 4. So, yeah. Um anyway, so some more stuff I found out that was wrong with it as I was working on it. So, first and foremost, these height adjustment wheels were broken off. So similar to how they were on that Clean View Special Edition when I first got it. The height adjustment wheels were broken off. So it's got a new set of height adjustment wheels on it. The brush roll is out of another Bissell PowerForce bag that I had that I really just kind of lost interest in and just kind of gave up on, for lack of a better word, because it kind of had a lot of weird issues with it. And due to recent happenings on this platform that I'm not going to go into, but if you know, you know, I have lost interest in that particular model, which is part of the reason why I got this in the first place. So pretty soon here, I'll be giving that machine to the church I work at, and they can just have at it. Yeah, so I mentioned in my update video, all these screws were stripped out, with the exception of one. And the reason I say with the exception of one is because this one, the head broke off of. So I took all those other rusted screws and discarded them and put new screws in it, except in here because the head broke off and I was not able to get the actual screw out, so I cannot put a screw in there. And even, I think this could probably use a new base plate at some point, because even me pressing that down, it still kind of looks like this base plate is a little warped. And before you get in my comments saying, oh, that's because you ripped it off, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of exaggerated a little bit. I didn't actually rip it off. What happened was I just went and like pulled on it a little bit and the thing just came off. So yeah, this thing definitely probably needs a new base plate, and it's cracked right here anyway, so that probably contributed to it. So yeah, that was everything underneath. Every last one of these mount screws were stripped, so I replaced those as well. Every last one of these, once I was able to get them out after trying for like 8 hours, every last one of these motor cover screws was stripped as well, so took all those out and trashed them and replaced them. Basically everything on the whole lower half of this vacuum was either rusted or stripped or both. So there was no in between. You can see has a lot of stress marks here, around here, on the bag door, which is where it's the worst at, right here, and on the handle, and the sticker's faded. So it's got a brand new Clean Fairy HEPA bag in it. It looks inflated because this is the 3rd time I've tried to record this video. So yeah, okay, but it does still have just the thin black washable filter in it. It is on the agenda to get a HEPA filter for it at some point. There's your on-off switch. Why they reverse the switch on these later model PowerForces is beyond me. Like I said, didn't come with the extension wand and crevice tool, but it did come with the combo tool, at least. Still got the plastic hose up here. This was not one of the ones with the stretch hose. They didn't start putting stretch hoses on these until the final revision of the PowerForce in this body style. And once again, this is model 3537. It's manufactured 2008, February 27th, 2008. Cord hooks still work good. That's about the only thing on that, and the hose and the combo tool were about the only things on this vacuum that hadn't just completely, you know, gone to crap. The cord is also damaged in one, which was not taped up. 2, 3, 4 places. 4 places. So, yeah. Not in very good shape at all. But it is in better shape than some of the ones, especially some of the bagless ones I've seen, and some of the bagless ones I've had. Because if you know me, you know I had and still have a lot of these Bissells, and a lot of them have not been in the best condition. I had that Clean View Special Edition when I got it. It was in terrible shape. In fact, the motor was on the verge of burning out. I had a Power Brew Multicyclonic like back in 2019. The motor was shot on that, and you couldn't turn it on without it spewing out dust. And then I had a PowerForce bagless wide track a long time ago, like 6 years ago, I want to say. That I'm not even going to say what I think it had in it, but it just was disgusting. And then I had that 8990, you know, that had the 12B1 base on it. And, you know, that enough said there. So, anyways, I will go ahead and give it a run. So, doesn't exactly sound the greatest. Does have a little whine to it, but it could definitely sound worse, especially given the condition it was in when I first got it. So, yeah, and as you can see, it has a ton of suction, which is nice, you know, even though this was still a good vacuum, even though this was right when they started cheapening these PowerForces. You know, you can see this model, even though it's still 12 amps, they did away with the headlight and the bag indicator. But it's still a nice machine, and also this is actually my preferred PowerForce bag. I like this one better than all the, variants. This is my favorite one because of the color and nostalgia, because when this was at Walmart back in 2008, I used to go play with it religiously. And then one day I walked down the aisle, the bag door was broken. Yeah. So just in case you wonder why Walmart now zip ties their displays down and puts screws in them and whatnot, that's probably why, because stuff like that used to happen all the time. But anyway, so yeah, Bissell PowerForce bagged.